40% of all food is wasted, and most of it ends up in landfill, which actually doesn't decompose because it doesn't have the oxygen required to actually go back into the air. So today I'm going to show you how to make your own veggie broth out of veggie scraps. So right now I'm just cutting up some carrots because I don't have enough veggie scraps to make veggie broth, so I'm combining the scraps with some fresh produce. So I'm just going to chop up some carrots. And as you can see, I have it all in a bowl. I have some onion, celery, a little bit of everything. I would recommend not putting things like Brussels sprouts or broccoli in it. You can do it, but you might get a little bit of a bitter taste. I would opt for things like corn, squash, zucchini, fennel, chard, lettuce. Like all those could be a lot better options, but of course you don't want to waste food. So if you want to use broccoli, for example, go for it. You can always season it up later. And I'm just going to go ahead and add in some fresh garlic. And the great thing about this is that you can add in the garlic skin as well, because we are just going to boil it and then strain it. So now that we have all of our veggie scraps, we're going to go ahead and put it in a pan. You can just directly put it in the pan and add water, but I like to, add some oil and kind of get those flavors going before I add the water. It's just going to be enough water to cover all of the vegetables. I don't really measure when I do a lot of things, so just cover up the vegetables, and then I'm going to add in some bay leaves, and you can really add in whatever you like here. I'm going to wait on the salt. I'm going to add some pepper. Feel free to really add any sort of flavor you want, any sort of flavor you would add to a veggie broth. And I'm going to go ahead and stir that up. And I'm going to let that sit for about 30 minutes. And now that it's been 30 minutes, I'm pouring it out and straining it. I wasn't sure the best way to strain it was because I didn't have a smaller strainer. So I was like, let me just do it this way over my sink. And I'm just going to get all that water out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just start filling up my mason jars with the veggie broth. The good thing about this is that you can freeze it for up to 3 months, and then in the fridge, it'll last anywhere from like 4 to 7 days. It just depends. You can smell it, you can tell if it's good or not. And then I ran out of mason jars, so I'm using my zip top container, which you can like freeze stuff in. It's great for taking stuff on the go as well. And I have a code for that down below if you're interested. And now you have yummy, yummy veggie broth. You can add ramen noodles, you can add vegetables, you can add anything you want to it. And it's great that you're cutting down on waste because now you're not going out and buying new veggie broth. And then if you're able to, I would definitely recommend composting all of the veggie scraps that you have left over from the veggie broth. Let me know in the comment section below if you've ever made your own veggie broth. I'm really curious. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.